good afternoon. My name is Will. This is Talking With. We talk with movers and shakers in the Tampa area, people who are actually doing stuff, not just talking about things, but we're going to talk about things today. My guest today is Candy Lowe of the Black Business Bus Tour and a whole bunch of other stuff, advocacy programs that are happening in Tampa Bay. Candy is a mover and shaker, makes things happen, not just for herself, for other people. And we want to talk a little bit about something that's been very dear to our heart and something that is taking on a national impact. It's something that seems fairly simple, but is extremely powerful. It's called the Black Business Bus Tour. Candy, welcome to the program.
Oh, wow. Thank you so much. Willie Lawson, one of my great friends. I've been following you as well for a long time.
It's easy because I'm slow.
Oh, well, yeah, So I'm excited to be here with you today and having great conversation and having a chance to talk about absolutely what's near and dear to my heart. It's Black History Month, and I'm encouraging everyone to support our businesses in our city, making it intentional to do so. And we've been rolling here in the city of Tampa with the Black Business Bus Tour for quite some time, making an impact, encouraging people to shop with our small Black-owned businesses. And a number of our businesses on the last bus tour did very well, and we were very proud of that.
And that's the thing. We talk about that all the time on all the other things we talk about. We talk about making sure that in our community that we adjust our buying habits in a way that supports our own community. And that's really the key to the economic empowerment that we're looking forward to as a community. People who have already invested the money, people who have already invested sometime their life savings, and all they need is for the community to change their buying habits sometimes. And I think that the bus tour promotes that and because sometimes on the tour that I went on, there were Black-owned businesses in areas of town that I didn't know necessarily were Black-owned businesses.
Yes.
Because they weren't necessarily where all the Black people live or where all the Black people businesses are. They were in other parts of the city.
Yes.
And I'm grateful for the tour because that kind of opened my eyes to there are Black businesses everywhere, especially around here in Tampa. They're everywhere. And the tour really opens people's eyes to that, not just Black people. Everybody in our community, we talked about that. It isn't just Black people. We need everybody to know that who's interested in building community and building the economic empowerment of a community. So it was really important. So when's the next tour if people are interested?
Our next Black Business Bus Tour is April 18th, that third Saturday of the month. We're actually going to go out and support some of our small restaurants in our city. So we're going to be, doing a little.
We're going to be
tasting.
eating.
When we started the Black Business Bus Tour, we would actually go to the businesses, and we would stop at one of the restaurants. The first one that we ever stopped to was Wingstop, Marcus McCants, on 30th and Fowler, which he's still in business and has opened up a new location in Temple Terrace. So we are absolutely excited about that and excited about moving forward. You touched on something earlier about the different areas that Black-owned businesses are in the city of Tampa, and you're absolutely right. We go out to the Brandon area, Temple Terrace area, the New Tampa area, West Tampa area, way out Florida Avenue, close to Bears Avenue. So our Black businesses are throughout the city. And the bus tour has been able to bring the people together. Anyone can ride on the bus. We said that from day one in 2006, that anyone can ride on the bus, really, and go out and patronize the businesses. And it's never been about just that day. It's about the return. It's about being mindful. It's about being intentional. Going and letting someone know that we have these small Black-owned businesses in the city. And we only have a few. So that's why we focus on those businesses. There's a number of challenges that Black-owned businesses have. And I say this all the time, I want to believe that Tampa Bay may be leading the whole country in supporting Black-owned businesses.
I believe they are.
Yes.
I believe it. we had some conversations off air, and I believe it is. And it's so funny that something that is a fairly simple idea that you got, we know we'll just, if these businesses need business, we'll gather up some people and we'll take the business to them. It's a fairly simple idea. That isn't easily. It seemed like it would be easy to replicate other places. Have you found that any other cities are replicating that?
Well, we have in the state of Florida, we have 3 other locations. We will have the Black Business Bus Tour in 2020. I'm hoping to go back to Columbus, Georgia in 2020 as well. And my good friend up in Philadelphia, Miss Sonia, we're going to be going back to Philadelphia, just doing kind of like the lay of the land in Philadelphia, and see if we can get something rolling there as well.
Well, it seems like Philadelphia, you guys, it would be easier to do in Philadelphia.
Well,
Maybe
when
not
we
easy.
when we went to Philadelphia, we did not see that many black-owned businesses there. There was other people that had come to the community and have started businesses in those areas, which of course I see that in the neighborhood that I live in, the neighborhood that my mother lived in as well, because the opportunities are different for others than they are for black-owned businesses.
Yeah, we're finding that be the case. You're right, all over the country. And I talk to people who are involved in the Urban Game Changers movement. We find that all over the country. But we're not going to talk about that right this very second. What we're going to talk about is an initiative that, and Candy called me on Facebook. She didn't call me about an opportunity that she thinks is a really good thing for doing some advocacy at the state capitol to sort of level that playing field, at least here in the state of Florida. What did you talk to me about? What did you send an IM about?
Well, thank you so much for bringing that up. This has been on my mind for quite some time, and I know that there's more that we can do. I believe that there's more that the Black Business Bus Tour can do. Small black-owned businesses, no matter what site that I go to, Google the sites on loans, on opportunities, it's all the same no matter what city that you're in reference to getting a significant amount of money, loans for the businesses. The opportunities are slim to none, and I believe that if we start advocating for small black-owned businesses, we can start getting some traction. So we're going to continue to talk about that. We're going to look into that and see how we can make a difference for small black-owned businesses. We have a number of our legislation people that I know personally, senators, congresswomen, a number of people that we need to talk to see how we can change up some of the language, how we can make a difference with our small black-owned businesses here in the state of Florida, and definitely here in Hillsborough County, the city of Tampa. And I'm just excited about that. We talk a little bit about some of the small businesses that are already on board. They are already on board because they need more of a push. A couple $1,000s just not going to cut it. Just not going to cut it. When I owned a tea shop, if I had a little extra $2,000, that would be my rent and buying more supplies for the tea shop for just 1 month, and then you're left with what for the next 11 months. Yeah.
Well, that's important. Because you hear all the time about startup loans and to start businesses out, but the need is more than the start. If you get the start, who's going to help you propel yourself to the next level? And that's why, in general speaking, that's why a lot of businesses fail, because they get a start and then there's something to sustain that. And y'all know that have businesses that you need something to sustain you to the next level where you can really start making profit and money, and then become self-sustaining. And those opportunities for loans and the like are not there for black-owned businesses as they might be for other communities. But we'll get into that later for sure.
And that's okay. we just want equal. We just want what others are receiving. You know, we talk minority, and I went online and I saw a lot of things for minority businesses, and a lot of times those minority things does not include a black woman like myself.
The language is important, folks. That's what we're finding out about. Candy, if someone wants to get a hold of you, and because they want to participate in the Black Business Buzz Tour, how are they going to do that?
You can give me a call at 813-394-6363. Again, that number is 813-394-6363. And you can check out our website, blackbusinessbustourflorida.com. Thank you so much.
blackbusinessbuzztourflorida.com. It's on the bottom of the screen. You see it? Cool. Again, thank you ever so much for spending a little bit of time with us on Talking With. And if you want any information from me, just send me an email at wls860@gmail.com. wls860@gmail.com. Thank you again for coming to Talking With. We'll see you when we see you.